And welcome back to the Review Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's new anime series, Moonrise. Netflix do this thing where they make us go on a little bit of a drought with anime, and then suddenly they'll just chuck a bunch up throughout the month. Over the next couple of months, there's going to be a plethora of new anime coming out on the platform, whether it's original from their IP studios or whether it's in collaboration. With this one is done, I think it's Wit Studio, and all 18 episodes are coming out tomorrow, or whenever you're watching this is probably out already. It was quite a ride. I have to be honest though, I've seen I think the first 6. I haven't watched all 18 because I didn't realize how long the series was. So this is really an overview. It's not a full review, just kind of giving you a taste of what to expect in this one. So let's jump in. What happens when Earth's peaceful existence clashes with the moon's fight for independence? In a not too distant future, humanity has established a loosely organized world government with everything managed by an international AI network called Sapientia. I have to admit, I'm thoroughly enjoying this anime so far. It's good. And that's a terrible review, but it's really good. The thing I am enjoying the most about this is how quickly it got stuck into the story. It's one of the best first opening scenes in an anime I've seen for a while, as well as one of the best first episodes. It really gets stuck into what's going on. It gives us a great action sequence and showcasing what they're capable of, giving you action that's frenetic and fast and all over the screen, but also giving you an idea what you're in for, the type of action, the space sort of combat, the anti-gravity, everything they're capable of showing within this animation by Witch Studio is beautiful to watch. Sometimes you can't see everything that's going on, but it gives a realism and authenticity to the battle that would be occurring within this moment that it showcases in the beginning, which I think is really well done and gives you an idea of what you're in for. And then we do a little bit of like a flashback of grounding the story, giving us characters to root for, understanding two best friends, giving us background to the characters that eventually forms, the classic anime team. Everybody has a different expertise, but these guys come from interesting backgrounds. They get sent on a mission to take down the terrorist on the moon and his organization. And so we're already just have a time constraint of things that are going wrong. There's a big climactic event that happens at the beginning. So when you have fantastic animation, what else do you want to talk about when it comes to anime? It's the score and the soundtrack. And for me, the theme is fantastic. You'll probably recognize it if you know the artist. But the score is a character of its own. I often thought to myself that this sounds like a score from a Star Wars movie. And that's not a detriment. I think this is a positive. We have a lot of space maneuvers here. We have a lot of time on action on the moon. The score itself is big orchestral pieces that feels like you would be watching it in the cinema, and yet you're watching at home in comfort of your chairs in your lounge, however you're watching whatever setup you have. It does feel like it's bigger, it's grander in scope than what we're getting. So you have this complemented, brilliant orchestral pieces, really emotional in moments, heightening the action and the tenseness of the scenes that is really complementing the action that you're getting with the anime. And then you get some moments of character development, enough to make you care about what's going on within the story. I like very much that I sort of know it reveals to you sort of some of the things that is happening, but then doesn't let the characters know what's happening. So you're wondering when they're going to find out. There's clever little writing pieces of the anime, allowing you to figure it out, the kind of mystery behind what's going on. You also probably will guess the main theme as to the big mystery. But I think keeping the characters in the dark, or some of them, makes it more intense and you worry for them. I like it when this anime does a little bit of exposition whilst action is happening. Not many animes get this right. There's often I guess it's a tempo and a flow. The pacing of the story will slow right down when they want to do a dump of exposition. This does that, but it's when it's dumping exposition, you have character motivations that are grown through character development, as well as action on the screen, not just always hand-to-hand combat or shooting. It'll be a conversation around a bar or a different location, because what they're setting up is their world design and character designs. And what I loved about this, another thing that I loved about this anime, is how everything looks really authentic, really lived in world designs and sets. So you have your space designs, you have your futuristic weaponry, but you also have a very lived in feel on the moon where people have lived there for a while. It's they have everything that would make their culture equal to that of Earth, which is why we now have these two factions, really, Moon and Earth, fighting for the provisions of what the moon has. Really reminds me a little bit of The Expanse in that way, where you have the various factions fighting for whatever rights they're having, because humans are always going to fight over everything. And AI is an interesting one because that's been in the zeitgeist of storytelling now for a while, because it's so popular and it's even become more popular. I don't think they make that like the main focus of it. It's going to be part of the overarching story, but thankfully it's not just like, hey, AI this, AI bad, Skynet, here we go. It's more focused on what the characters are going through and what they've gone through to where we see them. It jumps backwards and forwards in time a little bit, giving you a little bit of background in the story, what's happened to some of the characters in the past and how that's influencing their decisions now in the future. That's classic, but that doesn't always work that way in this anime. A lot of the time it's knitting our characters together as a team in the action, which I really like. This is going to be, I think, one of people's favorite anime of the year. I think it's going to be in a lot of top 10s. Do yourself a favor. If you're an anime fan, you like something that's intense, gritty, doesn't pull punches, don't expect all your characters to survive. It's one of those. It's gory in places when it needs to be. It's intense, pretty much non-stop. You have a character occasionally lighten the mood to give you a little bit of levity, but for the most part, it's pretty intense. So let me know your thoughts and feelings once you've watched it. Are you going to try and binge watch it in one day? Good luck at 18 episodes. But when you have seen it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on who your favorite character is in this anime. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.